Hey everybody, welcome back to the Great Jimbabwe plays Slay the Spire. The One Last Ride playthrough. Coming off a win. Custom mode still locked. We are on Ascension 4 with the Silent now. I'm in the mood to play the Ironclad. Let's see. Let's look at our map before anything else. A little bit of an off time for me playing on a drizzly Sunday morning. Got the window open next to me, kind of peaceful. Kind of gives me like watch this video while you're studying vibes. Maybe that can carry us to another win. Double elite kind of scary. We can divert if we don't like it. It's right here and only have to fight one elite potentially. Is that true? That is true. I think we can get a 2 elite path going. I'm going to take the gold. You know what? Let's check. Can we snipe? It's not impossible. Alright. I'll try. Well, there's a shop here though. Nah, I'm going to take the gold. I think 250 gold is too much gold to ignore, especially with taking damage for Ironclad. That's not so bad a downside. For those who don't know, the first 3 fights in Slay the Spire, like whenever you start a new run, are easier. And I believe that applies to all... We cannot finish this guy off. That's too bad. That applies to all acts. So the first 3 fights of an act come from the basic pool, or I'm not sure, however you want to describe that. Wow. Okay. Guess we're taking some more damage here. That's too bad. I don't think I misplayed that. I think this may have been the worst possible draws. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's be honest. Based on last run, I have been known to misplay. I think a little AoE is good. Headbutt also good there. Oh, we get a shop on the first question mark. Okay. Ooh, Brimstone right out of the gate. 2 strength. Enemies gain 1 strength. I'll try it. I know we've tried Brimstone once before already. And one thing I'm going to start trying to make a better habit of. Let's remove early and often. Or at least more frequently than I have been. I like both of these. Centennial Puzzle's alright. But I think I would rather hold. Seeing red. We don't really have big energy cards yet. Let's hold some gold and maybe get something at this other shop. Okay. So we have a couple ways we can do this. We can metallicize. I will eat the 4 damage. 10 coming in here. Just remember that we scale faster than the enemies, at least at this Ascension level. Not too bad. We're trending the right direction on HP. Get an attack potion. Let's see. We have a cleave already. This is going to sound crazy. I think Twin Strike is actually a pretty decent common card. You get to pick who it hits, which is good. In our case, we have Strength, so this gets even better. Let's take Twin Strike. So what am I up to on this rainy Sunday? Nice, that was good. I am chilling. It's the morning right now. Wifey has taken the kids to Target. The original plan... Ooh, let's think about this. Shockwave is a good card. Doesn't exactly work with the strength. I'm debating... It's also a decent defensive card, though. I'm going to try Shockwave. Yeah, the original plan was for the kids to go apple picking. Apparently, though, there has been an issue... in the United States. I guess it was a colder than average winter last winter. And some fruits like peaches and apples maybe have had a little trouble growing in some areas. I'm looking at Happy Flower. I think a little energy with Shockwave in the mix could be good for us. Yeah. So, long story short, the local farm where they usually go to pick apples is not offering public picking this year. So Target it is. I guess we could play the attack potion. We'll hold it. Let's see how we do next turn. But yeah, early in the NFL season, my wife has a little bit of a tradition of making apple pie. And, you know, nothing more American than football and apple pie. So one of my favorite traditions. I kind of get the impression maybe she does it because I enjoy it more than she does. I think she likes making the pies. Not so much a pie eater necessarily. She's a little bit of a gluten intolerance, which I've come to realize that hits a lot of foods. Let's see. I think armaments is good enough here. Let's upgrade. 5 vulnerable. That's pretty good. Twin Strike pretty good for us with the strength. Oh, by the way, Red Skull, HP added below 50%, you get more strength, so we'll scale even faster. I'll go for armaments. The one downside to armaments is 5 block is not a lot. The upgrade, obviously, very good. Okay. I think I'm going to play a defend, and I will play the Heart of Iron potion. Gains 6 metallicized. So unlike plated armor, the metallicized is here to stay, even if we take a hit. Not that we are not going to take a hit here, so that's good. Let's work down the outer sentry. We're able to take out one. We will take a hit. This is a result of Brimstone leveling these guys up. So this is where Brimstone can get dangerous, is in these longer fights. Now we do have an upgrade. Oh, we can actually take this guy down. And I will do that. The upgrade to the defense could come in handy in multiple fights. Self-forming clay. I'm just noticing the image of self-forming clay kind of looks a little bit like Brimstone to me. But every time we lose HP, gain 3 block next turn. So if we inflict damage to ourselves or take a hit on one turn, the following turn will be better. Now, haven't done a limit break yet, and this seems like the time. We have obvious sources of strength, and that is going to be an upgrade target. I think it's 61 HP. We're probably in the market to fight this elite rather than take 4 floor fights in a row. The Frozen Egg, when we add a power, upgrade it. Happy to have it. Heal 20, heal 19. This feels like a remove to me. Let's take out another basic strike. I feel like our collection of relics here, unlike the last run, these are good. We got a nice pool going here. I'm thinking limit break to get up to 4 strength, or do I just let it simmer for a second? I think we let it simmer. We have no downside to passing here. We actually have an upside. We do give him a little bit of strength, but if we get limit break to come back around, what are we drawing next? I would have loved to have had Shockwave this turn. Debated waking him up there. We'll see what we get here. Okay. We definitely go for it here. Let's get Shockwave out there. 3 turns of vulnerable, very good. We could do 22 damage with 1 strike. And if we draw a limit break, we're going up to 16, and we do get it. And as a matter of fact, $34 damage twice. I'm tempted. In fact, I will burn a potion for this. I think coming away with actually extra health after, sorry about that, the Lagavulin fight, a sign things are going well. And how refreshing is it, by the way, that we see our gold increasing this run unlike last run where we had the ectoplasm. I think that run confirmed in my head. I'll take a shrug. Need to start thinking about some block. But yeah, that last run really cemented the idea in my mind that ectoplasm is just really bad. It's tough. I think we got a little lucky to get out of that run with a win. But hey, we made ectoplasm work, and now I will not feel bad when I don't try and make it work in the future. So. The plated armor, by the way, threaded needle, very good here. The more we can kind of delay damage in our fights with like things like the threaded needle, the heart of iron potion, and some decent defense. Searing blow, haven't tried this one. Deal 12 damage, and you can upgrade this to infinity. It just keeps getting better. Tends to be okay. I think it can work. I've definitely made searing blow work. This is not the reprogram of the Ironclad deck by any stretch. We'll skip though. But yeah, delaying damage, a Heart of Iron, Thread and Needle, you know, our strength will start to scale quickly, and I think that will cause a lot of problems for our foes. Let's hit both of them. I mean, 28 block turn 1 with very few modifiers. I also am noticing armaments doing some good work for us here. I think Shockwave is playable here. We do not have the block I would have liked. We actually could have taken out this slime, which probably was the better move. Let's block as much as we can. And then next turn, I think we should be looking pretty good. And we get the block from self-forming clay. Okay, we take out 1. 1 damage, not so bad. By the way, the self-forming clay popping again. Limit break because it's funny. And yeah, this is going to be... I haven't done this yet, but this run feels like it definitely has the gas. I cannot imagine this going south anytime soon. I think another shrug is takeable. Can't afford the removal. Upgraded Metallicized. Disarm is a good card. Disarm is a very good card. I'm going to take that. And honestly, I'm looking at this deck. There's not much else I want to add. I'm going to start saving our cash and look for relics and removals. I want these strikes out. The defends are fine. The shrugs are obviously fine. Armaments is a good one to have. We can upgrade our cards that don't get upgraded quickly. However, we have an opportunity to upgrade right here. Yeah, limit break staying in the mix no matter what. We play that every time we get it, pretty much. And the only thing that gets a little scary for us now is a situation where a fight goes long and a big attack comes. So we have to try to clean these guys up as fast as we can. This is unfortunate. We can tank it. In fact, we can actually defend, and we'll get the thread and needle. 20 is more than I thought we would take this fight, to be honest. I'll Shockwave with the 4 energy turn. Alright, we got 9 damage coming in. We can shrug. He's doing 3 back each time. We can hit him once. Yeah, even with that hit, though, I mean, this fight is trivial for us, I think. I think we're good. Let's make this guy weak. Can't play the limit break. Would rather get the disarm out there. Let's just make sure we cement this fight. 8 times 4 is a little scary. It's not that scary, because we can just hit him as hard as we want. And he's on 3 HP. You're going to think this looks dumb. I'm going to block, although we're going to win here. Later on, we won't heal to full health after the first act. So I want to make sure, let's build that muscle memory. Build that muscle memory. Okay, let's see. lose HP and draw a card. That would result in block. It's also pre-upgraded, which makes it innate. I don't know that innate is actually good for us. Impervious. Kind of interesting. I think Impervious buys us time. We get the Black Blood. The end of combat heal 12. We get the Sozu. No more potions, but energy. And then remove 2. We haven't tried Empty Cage yet, and this seems like a time where the deck is good enough. I did take Impervious there, so that's a 2-coster. And then Shockwave's a 2-coster. But we have the Happy Flower, so we'll have some opportunities anyway. I will take out... I'm going to take out 2 strikes. We're a little heavy on defend. I know I have 2 shrugs in here. Probably there's a case to be made I should have taken out a base defend. I might be willing to add the right attack to this deck, though. So we're at a 15-card deck. That's not so bad. Let's see. This path looks pretty good to me. Is this one? I don't like... Not a lot of campfires on any of these paths. Am I wrong? The right path, I guess, has a couple. But not a lot of elite... well, there is one elite option over there. And a shop. Maybe the right path is the way. Let's try that. Talk myself into it. Okay. Let's upgrade. Let's hit this guy as hard as we can. We'll strip some artifact just to get the card out. That's the other thing. We have several cards that exhaust, so once we get rolling, we become pretty tough to punch through. Play Impervious there. That's a lot of damage. I will throw the weak potion for this. 10 by 2. Much more acceptable. And now we're looking to really just knock this guy out. Yeah, 22 twice. Pretty good. And then next turn, I cannot imagine we don't win the fight here. We are short on attacks. I think that's clear. Would rather be a little short and have our pick of adding attacks. Strength potion. Flex, get even more strength. I don't think we need that. 2 shockwaves seems like overkill, especially with our current energy situation. Hemokinesis doesn't really scale with strength. I'm going to skip these. I still think we have enough damage to solve most fights. Let's disarm this guy. I will shrug it off. Defend, and let's limit break and start hitting this guy as hard as we can. So the disarm doing some good work here. We get this guy at 0 and we're at 10. Kind of good. Let's upgrade. Let's strike. It's doing 12. We don't need to play Impervious. Let's save Impervious in case this guy has a big attack that I don't foresee. We have 3, so we can defend, limit break. Really charging up the attack here. All right. Got 3, we do 31 twice. Yeah, there you go. Back up to full HP. We get another potion. Another Twin Strike. I think that is more in line with what I was looking for. Old Beggar. I think it's our friend, Cleric. The beggar takes off his cloak and it really is Cleric. Kind soul, receive my purification. Let's pull and defend. Let's pull and defend. I think 1 strike, not so bad. We got those 2 shrugs. Yeah, 9 by 3 is a lot. We don't have armaments. I will actually shrug first to see if we get armaments. We don't. 22 will full block here. We scale our strength a little bit. We'll take some damage here. I could play the skill potion. I kind of feel like we have this fight under control to the point that I will hold the skill potion. Alright, now he's vulnerable. We got big attacks coming. Another Twin Strike. We can also limit break here. So far, so good. Another upgrade. You know what? Give it to me. Let's take 3 Twin Strikes. Let's show that my assessment of Twin Strike is reasonable. Well, we don't have the Golden Idol for the Forgotten Altar. I don't know that we've seen this one yet. In front of you sits an altar to a forgotten god. Atop the altar sits an ornate female statue with arms outstretched. She calls out to you, demanding sacrifice. So I think if you trade in the Golden Idol here, you get a special relic. Yeah, the Bloody Idol. Whenever you gain Gold Heal, we will not take a curse. We will take some damage, but increase our max HP. Let's hit the shop. We can upgrade again. A lot of good options here. Really nothing terrible. We also have armaments. I think if we draw disarm turn 1, the extra strength is pretty good. Extra strength down. I'm going to go with that. I think there was a lot of good choices there. Cannot afford the relics. Evolve. When you draw a status card, draw 2 cards. No obvious strength synergies. Let's remove. I think since I took that 3rd Twin Strike, I will remove our last basic strike. Keeping it tight, keeping it tight. Alright, so I upgraded Disarm, that's kind of a defensive card. I will upgrade a Twin Strike then. Let's get our damage up. Another small relic chest. We get 70 or 27 gold, but the Anchor. Start each combat with 10 block. I think the Anchor is an uncommon relic. Seems like we've seen it a lot, but it's definitely one of my favorites, so happy to have that. Gives us a chance to play some of our expensive cards early. It's challenge an elite. We get the Book of Stabbing. This could be a scary fight for us because this guy scales pretty quickly. 8 times 2, so we can full block. Don't think we need the armaments here to upgrade to defense. We could be in the market to play a potion here. We'll see. 26 damage. Well, we can stop that. And I will stop that with Impervious. 10 times 3. We have some ways, though. Let's take some strength down. Let's Shockwave. Let's shrug it off. And we get the plated armor. We take 3. 18 is not terrible. Limit break. We scaled just fast enough. I think today... Yeah, today is opening Sunday. And not opening day anymore, you know, with the Thursday night game and now the Friday YouTube game for the NFL. We get the oddly smooth stone. It is so smooth. Yeah, but with the YouTube game and the Thursday night game opening things up, no longer opening day on this Sunday. But I'm still excited. Should be fun. I'll definitely watch some games. Let's see. Exhaust a card at random. Interesting. Get bandage up. When you lose HP from a card, gain 2 strength. Don't really have that going for us. I think we're okay. What if I take that blood potion and I challenge another elite? Let's try to really stack the relics. 99 gold for free or the ritual dagger. I think we'll take the gold. We're not hurting for ways to remove enemies damage-wise. Got the slavers here in the Taskmaster. Okay. Oh, armaments. We do get the Happy Flower this turn. I will shrug. It's a good amount of block. Let's start hitting this guy. 29. I think I'm willing to take this damage. It'll be a little bit less than this too, remember, because of... Yeah, we can't finish him. We taking any here? Not quite, not quite. Yes, we were just underneath. That's good. Limit break. Ooh, can't finish. Even with our strength potion up here, we can't take this guy out. We have some plays next turn. I will pop a skill potion. Okay, now we do take this guy out, and we can play a defend. Next turn, we can still play attacks. I think that was worth it. We always play the blood potion if things get out of hand. Disarm. Let's get Shockwave out there. We have some block. This fight is scary. We do have the wounds in our deck. We have Shrug It Off, though. So we can get around it a little bit. Yeah, I think we're just fine. We are just fine. Got a potion slot. Guria. Gain strength at rest sites. Okay, interesting. Battle Trance, I think, could be a good fit for us. Yeah, we want to speed this up. I think an energy relic would hit the spot here. Get Shockwave out there. If we had the Happy Flower, that would have been nice. Let's try to work the bird down a little bit. Yeah, 3x6 gets a little scary. Let's, I'll save the limit break. I think we have the strength we need to win this fight. One damage. More than one damage, but taking him out. Gain strength at the end of your turn. We are just finding every way to add strength to the mix. I think seeing red is good enough here. We are running a little short on energy. Twin Strike is good, but we got quite a few of them. So let's Smith seeing red. The strength is interesting from lift. I mean, we have a lot of strength, though. There's, you know, it's always fun to stack up things to a ridiculous number, but, you know, there comes a point where you have what you need, right? All right, we have 4, so let's get Disarm out there. Full blocking. Shockwave would have been nice there. $22. Okay. I'll limit break here. Let's start to scale. 17, we do 21. I can Shockwave this guy. Now we're full blocking. And the upgrade to Shockwave, 5 and 5. Pretty good. We're full blocking. Start hitting this guy pretty hard. Brimstone just doing well so far. 24 strength. I'll keep him vulnerable. I mean, we should be looking at maybe one or two more turns, maybe. 2 twin strikes. Could have played the limit break there, would have been smart, but I'll play it now. How about that? 52 strength. Whoa, Jaxed. 50 or more strength during combat. Guys, we did it. We are the most swole. The swollest. Okay. We're looking pretty good so far. This run is better. Yeah, I'll take a Dex potion. We don't have a way to get Dex. I mean, okay. If you're going to force it on me. All right, we want to take energy here. No longer rest. Do we ever play more than 6 cards, honestly? Pretty much never. I'll take the curse key. I'll probably just skip the chest. We don't play a lot of powers. Do we play any powers? We play no powers. Okay, probably the best case scenario for us there. How about mystery shop fire elite? That seems fine. All right, this might be like the one fight that's slightly problematic for us. Our goal will be to hit these guys so hard that they go down in one big hit. I will bash the exploder, though, in an attempt to get him out of here quickly. Okay. That full blocks. Let's get our first limit break out there. I think there's actually no conceivable way we take these guys out with anything but a direct hit. Let's put on the higher HP guy. Yeah. Let's try to get Shockwave out there first. Cleave, kind of interesting. We have 5 energy. Let's Shockwave, Shrug, Defend. I'm gonna hit him. This will do 14. Then we have 9 coming. Gotta hit him sometime. And the spikes are not gonna get, less spiky. Okay, Impervious does some good stuff for us. Okay, not so bad. A skill potion. No, I think I'll keep the dex. No, don't want any of those. I talked about my side business early on in the One Last Ride playthrough. And we get the matching game here. Don't really need a whole lot. Don't want shame. Trip would be fine. Double tap might even be fine. I kind of don't think we want to upset the balance here. Intentionally deciding to lose the matching game. The gremlin has disappeared. So yeah, I had that little side business. It kind of cooled off for a while. Just set those things aside. Didn't really search out any other projects. But since I started the One Last Ride playthrough, I've had a couple other projects pop up again. Some not old customers, like previous customers. So we'll see. Strength affects Heavy Blade 5. That's kind of interesting. Anything worth pulling out here? I'll pull out another base defend. You can take the potion belt. I'm just going to hold the gold and see if we get another shop. It's not impossible. We're going to get one more shop. Yeah, so I got the projects are popping back up, so I'll probably work on that a little bit, Never hurts to have a little extra cash, a little extra money in times like these. So very thankful to have that opportunity. Looks like I'll be maybe doing a little bit of data work. Building some tools. So maybe not the longest project in the world, but I didn't take that curse, did I? No. Okay. I'll take another limit break. Let's just break the limits even further. So I got my first call with that one that's resurfacing probably sometime tomorrow. Kind of up to them. I feel like that's a piece of advice I would give young professionals, It's okay to seek out opportunities and, just remember, like, if you can't find anything quickly, it's tough to find stuff. I think that that's part of the exercise. And, especially when it's a project on top of a full-time job, you don't have to necessarily be worried about having something going all the time. It's definitely like a nice to have. At least in my mind. He's intangible. Smart. Yeah, so my attitude is, if I've got something going, obviously good news story. But if I don't have something going, then that's okay. You know, something might pop back up, and never burn the bridge. That's another philosophy. You know, my dad was big on that. I know it's easier said than done. I feel like I've run into some places that you know, there's some tough personalities, and it's easy to get frustrated. But you know, you just never know. Like when you're working, especially on a side hustle, you know, if you've got something going, you know, they got to shut it down for a while, or it ends, or, you know, a project just, you know, goes on pause. Not unlikely at all, 200 damage there, that it would pop back up. So you want to keep that relationship good. And I think I do a pretty good job of that. I think what I lack in technical ability, I make up for in being on good terms and friendly with clients in general. I think that it goes a long way. It's an intangible that you don't see on a resume. Important skill. I think it's, you know, got to have some technical ability, or, you know, whatever your particular role is. I'm debating sword boomerang. Yeah, whatever your particular role is, be great at it. But if you're not the absolute best, it's not the end of the world, if you're personable. You'd be amazed at how many skilled people are out there that cannot chat or, you know, hold a conversation in any capacity. Not saying you have to be the life of the party, but I think you got to be a little bit able to socialize. I'm actually kind of wondering, let's keep all the limit breaks in. Let's get our strength breaking the game. My goal is to, do we take a curse here? 64 gold. We cannot remove it easily. So no, I will not take it. I kind of rambled a little bit there, but I think, you know, talking about like the professional world and you know, how to manage careers is fun to me. I think I've had a little bit of success. Don't think I'm going to be a billionaire in my lifetime, but I don't know. Don't think you have to be a billionaire to be considered successful, though. Nice. Maybe someday after the Slay the Spire one last ride is over, maybe I'll talk about that in a couple videos. That seems like a topic that would be interesting to people. I feel like I have some stuff to say about it. I'm going a lot more detail than I did here. Let's challenge this elite. The head seems like an easy, I'm not going to say an easy fight, but a winnable fight. Alright, so we should draw some limit breaks here. Vulnerable now. 16 strength is a lot. Another limit break. Shrug it off. Let's shockwave. And start hitting him. Yeah, I think this feels like a win to me, but you never know. With Brimstone, one fight gets away from you and you are in trouble. Seeing red was a good take for us. It's really helping. Got 5. We should play some cards. Cannot draw anymore. Let's play 2 more just to get the damage up on this guy. Okay. 199 twice should get the job done. Yeah, I'll ditch Dexterity Potion for a Fruit Juice. Fruit Juice is max HP. Prayer Wheel, normal enemies drop an additional combat or card reward. Not going to matter very much at this point. The Tesseract is back. We can add... I don't pick 2 or 3 colorless cards. They're not guaranteed to be a good fit for what you're doing, and this deck seems like a win already. I mean, this kind of can brick our deck if we play Battle Trance. Attack from your draw pile. I think all of those would have been fine. I mean, Secret Weapon, kind of interesting. I'll tell you the hidden problem with this deck, though. You know what? I'm going to lift once just to do it. The hidden problem with this deck, it won't show up here. I don't think it does well against the Heart. And that is something that is going to be more important to think about as we get closer to Ascension 20. I'm not going to do any Heart runs until Ascension 20, which is going to... I mean, I don't know how the rest of you feel, but that Heart... Like, a Heart run to me is just way harder. It makes Ascension 20 way, way, way harder. It's a gigantic step up in difficulty. I've always had the most trouble fighting the Heart, even on lower Ascensions. Yikes. Okay, we're not too happy with that turn. And it's tough because, like, when, you know, it punishes playing cards, which is always challenging. It's limit break, impervious. It's unfortunate we couldn't hit him there. We're going to have to block one more turn. He's not hitting us, though. 100 strength seems good. So I think the Watcher has some obvious solutions to that problem. Mental Fortress is pretty good on the Watcher. The defect, I'm generally looking for a way to get Frost Orbs stacked up. So maybe have some more Orb slots, or maybe have, you know, normal amount of Orb slots, but with Consume, and then I'm like adding Orb slots and then consuming them to make Frost better. Silent, I think Silent was the last one I beat. I was pretty good at climbing on the Silent until the Heart, and then they got a lot harder for me. I think I ended up winning with a poison build. Like, if you get a couple catalysts out there and, you know, the Heart just can't hold on. Also a max amount of damage per turn, so you have to survive some. Getting Wraith Form, like a way to play Wraith Form a whole bunch of times, is one way to solve that problem. Hey, it's not a problem yet. Ironclad, though. This just going insane strength to build, not enough against the Heart, I don't think, because the damage cap on a turn kind of causes some problems. I'm going to take one damage here, I think. Let's save Impervious. We should play a Cultist Potion. So I think on Ironclad, you probably have to incorporate block in some capacity. Speaking of block, we don't have a lot of it here, but we can play the potion. And just remove those two guys from the equation. Yeah, so something like, you know, you get an Entrench out there with, you know, maybe some good other ways to generate initial block, like Shrug It Off is definitely in that conversation. Maybe you have, like, you know, Juggernaut and Barricade. Like, that tends to be successful against the Heart with the Ironclad, I think. We have no energy, so I'll save Battle Trance. 57 strength. I mean, I can't imagine we don't win this. How about 118 strength, and then we just one-tap him? Yeah, this was... calling this one early was a safe decision. We could kill him. I kind of want to play more limit breaks just to see what happens. This is not a good decision. It doesn't matter, really, if we take damage. I'll even play the potion. Let's take a hit and just play more limit breaks for fun. Let's see how high we can get this thing. If we get unlethal, I will end the fight. Okay. We can get a limit break this way, though. We will not draw more here. So you're doing 39. 490 strength. Wow. But you know what? That's not enough, guys. That is not enough. We can do 500 damage with Bash. Is there a cap? If I lose this run because I'm being an idiot, I'm so sorry. Okay, well now we're going to see. Is 999 the cap? Yes, okay, there is a cap. Okay. We could do 1,002 times 4. 4,008 damage. Let's look. The text is off the card, and we're not on big text. Oh, that's satisfying. That's good stuff. Good quality content, as my gaming buddies like to say. And also record time, by the way. Under an hour for sure. I don't see the clock over there, but man, the Ironclad going pretty well so far. We've dealt almost 12,000 damage. Is there? Let's see if anything interesting in the. I don't know a whole lot about the scoring, to be honest with you. I know there's like perfects against the elites and perfects against the. I think that perfect. Defeat a boss without taking damage. I knew that was a thing. Ascension seems to scale your score by far the most. Wow, we didn't get an unlock there. I guess we must have been right at the bottom. But hey, thanks for watching. Greatly appreciate it. I wish all of you out there runs that have 999 strength and 999 block. And hang in there. Life can be tough sometimes, but let's make it a little bit better with more runs of Slay the Spire. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I will catch you all later. Thanks. Have a good one.